Hi guys, welcome back to Luke Away. So I'm so sorry that I haven't posted a read aloud in so long. It's been a long time, but I finally gonna do it. So we started off at chapter 1, and if you didn't see it, you should go check it out. And now we're at chapter 8. So let's start. Okay, chapter 8. Plenty of crazy to go around. The famous crazy was standing right next to me live and in person. I can't take it anymore, Crazy moaned. They're gonna tear me apart. I need somewhere to hide. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I had to think fast. So I did the first thing that came to my mind. I took off my pants. Quick, I said to Crazy, let's switch clothes. They'll never know the difference. Good idea, Crazy said, taking off his pants. I tore my itchy Christmas sweater and gave it to Crazy. He tore off his clothes and gave them to me. I put on his clothes and he put on mine. I looked pretty sharp with this hat and sunglasses. It was hilarious. Do I look like you? I asked him. Yeah, he said. Do I look like you? Yeah, I said. You chill in here for a while. I'll take care of your fans for you. I pulled the hat down low over my face, strolled out of the men's room, and gave a big wave to the girls. They started screaming and pulling out cameras to take my picture. Look, it's him! It's Crazy! I love you! Can I have your autograph? Those girls were totally buying it. They thought I was really crazy. Sure, you can have my autograph, I said. The girls started sticking pens and paper in my face. I wrote crazy as fast as my hands could move. One at a time, girls, I said cheerfully. One at a time. There's plenty of crazy to go around. Eek! I touched him! A little girl screamed. I'll never wash this hand again. After they got my autograph, girls were fainting, crying, and freaking out all over the place. They didn't know that I was just a regular kid. They had no idea that the real Crazy was hiding in the bathroom. It was cool to be a famous celebrity. This was the greatest day of my life. But you'll never believe who rolled over his Segway at that moment. It was Officer Spence, the mall security guard. The jig was up. I figured I was in big trouble. I'm sorry, Mr. Z, said Officer Spence, but it's time. Time for what? I asked. Time for you to sing. Huh? What? Me? I stammered. Nobody told me. Hurry up, Officer Spence said. They're waiting for you. Who? Oh, huh? Where? Officer Spence grabbed my hand and pulled me up on his Segway. We rolled over to the stage I had been set up near the center of the mall. There were 4 musicians on one stage wearing Santa hats. Get up there, yelled Officer Spence. I climbed up on the stage. Yo, Z, said the guitar player. You are the man. The girls started screaming. I looked at the sea of faces. Some of these fans were younger than me. Some of them were older than me. A few of them looked like my grandma. That was weird. I gave a little wave and then I started freaking out like they never saw. And then they started freaking out. Wait, I got lost. Okay. The girls started screaming. I looked out at the sea of faces. Some of these fans were younger than me. Some of them were older than me. A few of them looked like my grandma. That was weird. I gave a little wave and they started freaking out like they never saw a guy wave before. A guy in a jacket and tie climbed onto the stage and picked up the microphone. "Okay, boys and girls," he said, "this is a moment you'll all be waiting for. Here's the latest pop session to sing, the Christmas Klepto. His new hit song, Crazy." The girls screamed even louder. The musicians started playing that annoying song. I had no choice. I grabbed the mic and started rapping. "'Twas the night before Christmas and you know the rest. So was all of the house was all mess. I was dreaming of a Christmas ride. It was totally a silent night. That's when I heard a crash and a boom. So I ran down to the living room. There was this guy dressed in black, and over his shoulder he carried a sack. I took one look at him and said, "Whoa, man, you sure don't look like Frosty Snowman." "Who are you at?" I asked after a pause. "You don't look like Santa Claus." He said, "The name's Klepto. I'm from the South Pole. I grab all your presents. That's how I roll. On the Christmas Eve, I go around the world and steal the presents from the boys and girls." You know what? Those girls were digging it. You should have been there. The best part was they were screaming so loud that nobody could tell I was the real crazy. So I kept rapping. He went over the corner and got down on one knee to scoop all the gifts that were under our tree. He took them all. He grabbed my new toys. He took all our clothes. He took all our joy. To the Christmas Klepto, everything's free. I'll take your partridge, he said, in your pear tree. I like all your presents and now they're mine. So say how much of your stuff did you buy online? Whoa. And then it's the picture right here. Them going crazy. I haven't showed you the pictures. I'll start showing them. Okay. "You better watch out. You better not cry. You make one peep and I'll poke out your eye." Whoa. That's crazy. I'm so sorry, guys. This is so inappropriate. Wait a minute. Have I done 2 chapters right here? Okay, never mind. Well, that's crazy. Okay. I didn't get to finish the song because that guy in the jacket and tie hopped up on the stage again and grabbed the mic away from me. "Isn't Crazy fantastic?" he yelled. "He'll be back at 2 o'clock to sing for you some more." The girls screamed. Officer Spence grabbed my hand. I hopped on his Segway, and he took me back to the men's bathroom. In the bathroom, Crazy was looking in the mirror, combing his hair. When he saw me, he turned around and gave me a hug. "You saved my life, dude," he told me. "I owe you a big time." Okay. 9. Take a chill pill. When I came out of the bathroom wearing my regular clothes, the whole gang clapped me on the back. "You were awesome, AJ," said Alexia. "Those girls didn't expect a thing," said Ryan. "How did you know the words to that dumb song?" asked Michael. "It's been stuck in my head all week," I admitted. We hustled through the whole crowd to get back to Santa's workshop. All the way at the other end of the mall, I took a long time to find Andre and Emily. They were close to the front of the line now. Where were you?" Andrea asked with her mean face on. "What took you so long?" "It's almost our turn to meet Santa," said Emily. "Take a chill pill," I told them. "We're here, right?" Okay. I could see Santa Claus now. He was sitting on the big throne with his red suit, red hat, white beard, and black boots. The whole getup. Santa was fat and jolly, just like I imagined. He was surrounded by Christmas trees, presents, fake snow, and a giant nutcracker on each side. "Ho, ho, ho!" Santa bellowed. You know, I'm not sure that's the real Santa," said Neil, the nude kid. "It looks like Santa to me," said Michael. "I'm so excited," said Andrea, rubbing her hands together. Soon it will be our turn." We were on pins and needles. Well, not really. We were just standing there. If we were on pins and needles, it would have hurt. I got up on my tiptoes to look all around. What do I look all around? Okay, there were so many happy smiling faces. Christmas trees, twinkling lights, jingle bells jingling. It was a beautiful scene. Ah, I said, I love the smell of tinsel at Christmas time. Tinsel, yeah. Tinsel doesn't smell, dumbhead, said Andrea. That's pine needles that you smell. So is your face that I smell, I said. Why can't a trunk full of tinsel fall on Andrea's head? Just then, one of Santa's elves came running down the line of kids. It's almost your turn to meet Santa, she said. That's when I realized that the elf wasn't a real elf. It was our librarian, Mrs. Rupee. She was dressed up like an elf. Mrs. Rupee, I said, what are you doing here? Who's Mrs. Rupee? Asked Mrs. Rupee. I'm one of Santa's helpers from the North Pole. She wasn't fooling anybody. It was Mrs. Rupee for sure. That's when I realized that all the Santa's helpers were grown-ups from our school. The guy playing Christmas songs on the organ was our music teacher, Mr. Lorraine. The lady dressed up like Frosty the Snowman was our custodian, Mrs. Lazar. Another one of the elves was our Spanish teacher, Mrs. Holly. Mrs. Holly, I said when I saw her, what are you doing here? Earning a little extra money over the holidays, she said. We all are. Feliz Navidad. I guess teachers don't get paid very much, said Ryan. Teachers get paid? I asked. I thought they just came to school every day because they had no other place to go. There were just one family in front of us in the line now. A lady with a big camera came over. I did a double take. Oh, back on the pages, these were all the teachers right here. Okay, now I have to find, okay. A lady with a big camera came over. I did a double take. The lady was Mrs. Hannah, our art teacher. Merry Christmas, she said. Now listen up. When you sit on Santa's lap, I'm going to snap your picture. So let's see some big smiles, okay? Okay, we all said. Do you want to buy the $20 package or $40 package? Mrs. Hannah asked us. Package of what? I said. Package of pictures, of course, said Mrs. Hannah. The $20 package includes one 8x10 in a nice frame. The $40 package includes 2 framed 8x10s and 10 wallet-sized pictures. I suggest you buy the $40 package so you can share your pictures with your grandparents and your aunts, your uncles. What a scam. I don't want to buy any package. I told Mrs. Hannah. Yeah, said Alexia. We just want to meet Santa. Fine, Mrs. Hannah said, but she said it in a way that meant not fine. The family in front of us had 6 annoying kids, 3 boys and 3 girls. None of them would sit still. They were all sticking their fingers in Santa's nose, poking him in the eyes and pulling his beard. It took 1,100,000 hours for Mrs. Hannah to take a picture of each of the kids. Then she had to take a picture of just the boys. Then she had to take a picture just of the girls. Then she had to take a family picture. I thought I was gonna die from old age. Finally, at the last little whining nerd got up from Santa's lap. It was our turn. Okay, which one of you boys wants to go first? Asked Mrs. Rupee. I'm scared of Santa, said Emily, who's scared of everything. Me too, said Alexia. So am I, said Andrea, Neil, Ryan, and Michael. I had just sung that dumb rap song in front of 1,100,000 screaming girls. I wasn't afraid of anything. Wasn't afraid of anything. I'm not scared, I said. I'll go first. This was going to be the greatest moment of my life. Sorry if I'm holding these two fingers up. This is how many chapters I'm reading. So we're going to read 3 chapters. I already read 2. Wait a second. Have I read 2 so far? And then, yeah, I read 2 so far. Okay. Chapter 10, my turn. I stepped up on the platform where Santa was sitting and climbed on his lap. Mrs. Hannah told me to smile, and she snapped my picture. This was it. Everything I had ever done had been leading up to this moment. Now my life was complete. If I suddenly dropped dead, at least I could say that I had met Santa Claus. That is, if I hadn't dropped dead, because if you're dead, you can't talk. Ho, 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 Santa said as he handed me a candy cane and coloring book. Whew, Santa has bad breath. Say, little boy, your name isn't AJ by any chance, is it? How did you know? I asked. I'm Santa, Santa said. I see you when you were sleeping. I know when you're awake. That's creepy, I said. Do you have night vision goggles? Ha, 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 laughed Santa. No, but I know if you've been bad or good, AJ. Be good for goodness sake. Yeah, and this is the picture right here. Santa must have the GPS and state-of-the-art surveillance technology. I'm not sure, but I think that's an invasion of privacy. I don't know. So what do you want for Christmas, AJ? Santa asked me. I want a new Snickers Smith. Common and dough, I said. It comes with a missile launcher, voice activator, attack dog, and Dexter blowtorch. All other accessories sold separately. Batteries not included. It's like in a commercial when it's like batteries not included. It's really cool. Striker Smith, said Santa. You mean the superhero action figure from the future who travels through time and fights all who dare to thwart his destiny? Yes. Wow, Santa really knows his toys. AJ, didn't I bring you a Striker Smith action figure 2 Christmases ago? Santa asked me. Yeah, I replied. He fell under the school bus. His head came off. And did I bring you another Striker Smith action figure last Christmas? Yeah, I said. He met his untimely end when his head traggly, I don't know, it's like tragedy, but like in a different way. I'll just say tragedy. Tragedy melted in a battle with an evil magnifying glass. I'm sorry to hear that, Santa said. I hope you'll take better care of this Striker Smith this year. I will, Santa. Good. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, AJ. Ho, ho, ho. I looked out at the kids waiting in line. I wondered how Santa would remember which presents we all asked him for. Are you going to write down that I asked for Striker Smith action figure? I asked Santa. It won't be necessary, he replied. How will you remember, Santa? My mind is like a steel trap, he told me. You catch animals with your head, I asked. No, I mean I have good memory, Santa told me. That's how I remember what I bring you each year. Some of the parents in the crowd were looking at their watches. I guess my time was up. But this might be, no, I mean good to have memory, Santa told me. That's how I remember what I bring for you each year. Some of the parents in the crowd were looking at their watches. I guess my time is up. But this might be the only chance in my whole life that I would get to talk with Santa. I didn't want to leave. Can I ask you a question, Santa? Sure, AJ. I understand I understand how reindeer can fly, I said, but doesn't your sleigh need a wain? Sorry, need a wain on each side for stability? I don't know. The Christmas spirit lifts it up, Santa said. Yeah, but does the sleigh doesn't look very I don't know. I told him, why not use a helicopter instead? I thought you had just one question, Santa said. How is it possible to visit every house in the world in one night? I asked. What about the houses that I don't have chimneys? What about people who live in apartments? How do you can fit all the toys in the sleigh? And how do you do the rest for the year? We have to wrap this up, AJ, said Santa. There are a lot of children waiting. You should really lose some weight, I told him. Never say that, boys and girls. Obviously is a big is a big problem these days. Have you checked your cholesterol? Isn't it cold at the North Pole? Is there a supermarket up there? Where do you buy your groceries? Have you considered recoupling a warmer climate? Do the reindeer ever poop on people's heads? Time's up, kid, one of the parents shouted. Let's move it along, okay? I got up from Santa's lap, but as I was doing that, my itchy Christmas sweater must have got caught on Santa, because that's when the strangest thing in the history of the world happened. His beard came off. Okay, that's chapter 11. We read 3 chapters. So I hope you enjoy and give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye!